Hey kids, Mr. Knock again. This week we're talking about stringed instruments. Can you tell me the name of one of the string instruments that you might have heard this week? If you say guitar, that's a correct answer because the guitar is a stringed instrument. And I'm going to play a song for you today on my guitar. And then I want you to learn the song and sing along with it. String instruments are good for playing alone, and they're also good for accompanying somebody who is singing. You might even know this song. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo and singing P5 Billy-I-O, P5 Billy-I-O. That song's I've Been Working on the Railroad. There were a lot of songs in the old days that were about railroads because that's what helped build America. That's what helped us become as big and great as we are, is the railroads. But I strummed the strings on that song, didn't I? Would it have sounded different if I had plucked the strings? I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Don't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morning. Don't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah, strumming on the old banjo and singing Fee-Fi Billy-I-O, Fee-Fi Billy-I-O, Fee-Fi Billy-I-O, strumming on the old banjo. Did you hear the last word I said? Banjo. We haven't talked about the banjo, but the banjo is a stringed instrument. What I want you to do this week is see if you can find anywhere online or in your parents' CD collection or on some sort of MP3 iTunes, see if you can find a song that uses a banjo. After you listen to the banjo, see if you can tell, does it sound like a guitar or does it not sound like a guitar? If it sounds like a guitar, why do you think it sounds like a guitar? If it doesn't sound like a guitar, why do you think it doesn't sound like a guitar? But did you hear what they said in the song? Strumming on the old banjo, strumming. Strumming on the old banjo. So maybe you do play it like a guitar. That's just a hint. All right. So we're still talking about string instruments, the guitar, the banjo, and then do you remember the orchestra instruments? I showed you the poster with all of the orchestra violins on it last time, the whole family. This is just a large picture of the violin to give you a little bit more of a close-up. The violin is the highest of the orchestral string instruments, and the reason that they use so many of them in the orchestra is that these are like the high singers that sing the melodies. And so you need lots of these in an orchestra to make a very full sound. Do you see this part here? When you play a violin, that's the part that goes underneath your chin. And then you bring the bow and you draw it across the strings to make your sounds. On the bow itself, it's made out of a flexible wood on one side, and then the other side, it's got little strings that are really hair from a horse's tail. And this horsehair, they put a type of glue on it, a very powdery glue, and then that helps the strings vibrate when they pull the bow across the strings. This is the violin, and we also talked today about the banjo and the guitar again, and all of these are stringed instruments. See if you can find a banjo song this week. Share it with somebody in your family or share it with Mr. Knock so that I know that you've heard a banjo and you know what it sounds like. I'll try to link a video, but I would like for you to search for one on your own as well. I'll see you soon.